With Craig Button now, and we're a week and a day from the end of the regular season, and the Leafs have 4 potential playoff opponents: the Panthers, Lightning, Sens, and Habs. So Craig, we want you to rank them, starting with who Toronto should want to play the most.
So you're asking me to put up bulletin board material, Sarah. Well, isn't that lovely? Okay, I'll play along for all our guests that are watching in. At number 4 would be the Ottawa Senators. Since the Four Nations face-off, they've been one of the league's worst defensive teams, and in critical areas that require success if you want to move on in the playoffs. We know how much talent that the Toronto Maple Leafs have offensively. That is not a good matchup for the Ottawa Senators and a really good matchup for the Toronto Maple Leafs. At number 3, the Montreal Canadiens. The Montreal Canadiens, conversely to the Ottawa Senators, have been one of the NHL's best teams since the Four Nations face-off. Goaltending, defense, offense. They're getting Ivan Demidov coming over, who's a real mercurial talent offensively, which will only help them. And Montreal's on a magic run. Toronto Maple Leafs might not want to be playing the Montreal Canadiens after what happened in 2021. At number 2, the Tampa Bay Lightning. Tampa Bay has all the elements in order in their game. Andrei Vasilevsky's been simply outstanding. The blue line's a lot stronger. Ryan McDonough's been a fabulous re-add to the Tampa Bay Lightning. And we all know what Kucherov, Point, Cirelli, Hagel, et al. Have done. They're deeper in their lineup and certainly formidable. And at number 1, the Florida Panthers. And all the Toronto Maple Leafs need is evidence as why that would be their most difficult matchup, is just look at your previous 2 games versus the Florida Panthers. Yes, you won one of those games versus a shorthanded Florida Panthers team, but it wasn't exactly a great effort. And then your most recent loss versus Florida, you weren't even close. And the Florida Panthers, been there, done that, won that. That is the Toronto Maple Leafs' most difficult matchup.
I gotta agree with you, Craig. So you're saying the Leafs should want to play the Sens. And Sens beat reporter Bruce Garriock confirmed on TSN.ca and YouTube today. He did a poll of Sens fans, and they also want a Battle of Ontario. So do you think these fan bases can handle the stress of what that would bring?
There's no question they can handle the stress. What the Ottawa Senators fans have to do, though, this is my message to the Ottawa Senators fans. We know that they haven't been in the playoffs since 2017. Do not let the Toronto Maple Leafs fans buy up tickets for your games. Buy them all up and make sure that you support your Senators in their own building. Don't let it be infiltrated by Maple Leafs fans.
Okay, now let's talk about tonight. The Leafs are facing the Lightning, maybe their biggest game of the year. They didn't look great against the Panthers on Tuesday, as you mentioned. So what do the Leafs need to show you tonight for you to believe they are ready for the playoffs to begin?
Yeah, I don't think it's a question of them not being ready, Sarah, right now. I think it's about playing against a team and showing that you can get into the grind. Craig Berube, after the game on Tuesday night, was not very happy with their effort. He was not very happy with how light they were, how soft they were in certain areas. He talked about face-offs as being one. So the playoffs are about details, and it's about having success in those details. But if you don't come to the game with your work boots on and ready to dig in and compete, I don't care who you're playing, you're going to have a tough time winning. So you got to win 4 games to win a playoff series, and it's about who can go the hardest, the longest. I want to see the Leafs get in against the Tampa Bay Lightning on a back-to-back and dig in, compete, and play hard. They don't necessarily have to win this game, but they have to show that they're going to dig in and do the dirty work, do the hard things that lead to success.
Yep, they do. And the Leafs, they're going to want to keep a close eye on Nikita Kucherov tonight. He has 46 points in 37 career games against Toronto.